The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Right to the air, here is Goff. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara finding space at the 40. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
2nd and 10, Goff again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Swift again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jason Kabinda, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. The Falcons hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd and 6. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a first down throw. Gone. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara finding room at midfield. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now it's Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Kamara is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 5. Got a man, it's London. Ritter and London team up there. 1st down, Atlanta. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
White. You, yellow. Red, cycle.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Claude Ray.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Into the hands of London. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
97. Ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. Got London on a slant. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 38 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 74 yards. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. Goff looking to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Watch out now.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Black jump.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Goff on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Goff. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our team we can.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy,
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. He'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, it's Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Goff now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll set up to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
but I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Once again, it's Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. This is Swift on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Goff now to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. To try here for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. On second, here's Algier. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile...
Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot.